Welcome to Go Fund Yourself. Watch up-and-coming entrepreneurs step into the spotlight to pitch their businesses to you. This is not ordinary TV. Welcome to interactive TV. Like what you see? Scan the on-screen code with your mobile device to invest in any of these businesses right now, in real time. Like their products? Buy them in real time while you watch the show. Every week, we present new opportunities for you to consider. Every week, you decide whether to help make their dreams come true or tell them to go fund yourself. Now, meet the Titans, accomplished business leaders, visionaries, and experts ready to challenge every claim and every pitch as you analyze these opportunities. Introducing Rory Kataya. Jason Waller. And David Meltzer. This isn't just entertainment. This is opportunity. And you are in control. This is Go Fund Yourself.
Here to welcome the first entrepreneur of the day, our guest titans Gigi and Dr. Lacey Book. Now, let's bring up Rachel McCrary from Spice Rack.
I'm Rachel, I'm the founder of Spice Rack. I was inspired to create these products from a point of being a lingerie expert and a consumer and not really being able to find something that I love. Wouldn't it be cool if you could have things that were comfortable and beautiful, but were also fun? And I think we can all agree that what the world needs now is some fun confetti. Hi. Nice to see you all today, and some of you again. My name is Rachel McCrary. I'm the founder of Spice Rack. Spice Rack is a lingerie brand made by women because I'm a lingerie expert. I have a degree in fashion design and lingerie design, and I've been making underwear for 30 years. Post-pandemic, a lot of the companies were obliterated, and if you look and see what's out there, it's a lot of the same thing over and over again. Commodities, fast fashion, nothing really with a reason to be. A lot of things that come in black, white, and gray. And I think what the world could really use now is a fun bomb. We're here to bring the lingerie circus and a lot of confetti. I'm a bra expert. I've been fitting bras on women my entire life, and a lot of bras are made by men, and I thought, like, you know, wouldn't it be cool if a woman disrupted this category? We came up with the idea in July. We raised $1.75 million from Hongshan and Mucker Capital and other investors, and we are launching our collection this month. So why don't I show you a little bit of the lingerie circus. This is Kylie in Carnival Jewels. It has little jeweled buttons here and then on the side. So the point of it is when women buy costume lingerie, it's usually purchased as like a twice a year fast fashion thing, or it's really expensive and it's used as a costume that they don't really wear. The commodities lingerie business of basic bras and panties is 64% of the entire market. And most women buy 8 bras a year and 14 panties. Costume lingerie is a once-a-year purchase. And when you buy also like lace bras and things with a lot of like tchotchkes on it, you can't wear it every day. So our whole idea is to take the fun and able to wear it every day. So here's Vanessa, and she's in the I'm Your Favorite bodysuit in Periwinkle. So our entire collection has rose gold trims and rings and slides. If you could turn around. Yep. So everything has rose gold hardware and every little detail is accounted for. Thank you, Vanessa. And this is June, and she's in Lacy Daisy. So this has almost a jogger pant feel, and you can wear it every day. And the lace is completely flat, and on the other one, it's digitally printed, not with a jacquard. So you can wear it underneath like a vintage t-shirt, a model t-shirt, like the way people dress today. You don't have to worry about it protruding out. So thank you. Oh, and she has a little jalapeno on hers because it's spicy. So on our website, you can pick how you want to be today. A lot of people feel like women are labeled, you know, am I athleisure? Am I conservative? Am I this or that? You know what, you can't really put us in a box. And maybe on a different day, we're a different vibe. And some days it's work from home, and sometimes it's date night, and sometimes it's girls' night out, and it's more about how we feel than like what's going on. It's a very like emotional purchase. So I feel like bringing that you know, sort of like heart and understanding and recognizing that she is many things at once, and that you can be smart and feminine and sexy and fun and a mom and instead of this or this or this. Spice Rack represents that through a variety of different things where she can like pick how she feels and what she wants to be that day. So women can choose their spice level on our website by answering questions. So instead of having an algorithm pick for you, she can answer questions about how she feels or her style. Are you boho, or are you this feeling today? Do you feel like more New York or Tulum? So then it'll show her what she wants to see by she telling it what she wants to see, instead of it just guessing through an algorithm. I want women to feel comfortable, empowered, and just the right and the space to be her and authentically who she is, to just be unapologetically herself and really, really authentic. We would like our women to join the lingerie circus and call us and talk to us about their thoughts and feelings about lingerie or anything. And then we'll show you our whole collection.
Well, you're not just selling lingerie. You're
Right.
selling and inviting people, women in particular,
Yeah.
perhaps men as well, to participate in an experience. That's really what you're doing. Is that correct? On your site, come
On
to
my
your
website,
site?
yeah.
Gigi, what are your thoughts?
As a single mother who owns a women's intimacy and sex toy company, I understand the concept and desire and massive demographic that exists and will never cease to exist for women feeling better about themselves, whether it's through an O, whether it's through lingerie. So I understand where you're coming from. I'm just confused where you're headed with this. Is it comfort? Because as a single mom, I'm in a sports bra all day. You know what I mean? Because I have dogs, I have my son, I have my businesses. So is it comfortable? Is it just sexy? What is it? What is it? We're, you know.
So the point of Spice Rack, I see that we choose between something that's comfortable and something that looks really, really cute. So the whole point is that you can wear really, really cute lingerie every single day that's just as comfortable as your cotton underwear or a sports bra, but looks amazing, and you can wear it
That's
under.
what we were looking for. That's what we were looking for.
That was the selling point.
So and that's what I actually wish you had talked more about, because what I love about your pieces is those pieces can be comfortable, but can become part of your wardrobe, part of the thing that you're wearing, because they are very artistic, right? Like a lot of women nowadays, when they're going out and they're dressing up, sometimes they'll have their bra show or peek out.
Right.
And this allows you to express yourself through the lingerie in a way that's comfortable, but also uniquely you. And have it be like an art piece versus your traditional undergarment that's made by men that's plain and doesn't fit right? And I think that that's what you've done. And I would love for you to hit on that a little bit more, because I can see behind you, there is a spectrum of comfort and color and sassiness and like a whole wide array of things that are suitable for every single woman that's out there.
You know what's interesting, when you were talking about the commoditization of lingerie, and I've been married 27 years, and it is almost offensive when you're trying to purchase an elegant, classy, but also spicy piece of apparel for an anniversary or Valentine's Day. But what I thought was interesting is the emotional aspect of being able to feel as if I'm getting something of high quality, class, elegance, and romantic. So I saw that as a huge value of what you're doing. And I like the spice thing. I think, you may, pick up the spice chart if it's Valentine's
You have a
Day.
spice meter on your website?
We do have a spice meter on our website, yes.
Yeah, I think
How
that's
spicy do you
cool
wanna
as
be
a
today?
husband.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've learned my
chili hot
lesson.
Jason Waller.
Yeah, listen, I've learned my lesson I've been married a long time. We met in high school. I don't buy her lingerie because I make mistakes, right? What I want to see her in is not what she wants to wear, right? I mean, amen. So,
Don't put me in the amen category.
I just put you in the amen category. It sounds like what you're trying to do is give the women the experience to express themselves by answering these questions, which makes it completely different than going over to Victoria's Secret and just picking something that's just commercialized and high production.
Yes.
This is custom.
I'm going to make an assumption for a second. Men buy the most lingerie for women. Is that wrong? Is that a
Totally
wrong assumption?
inaccurate.
It's totally inaccurate.
Totally inaccurate.
Okay, so for this,
I don't think he's ever been
fraction of
incorrect.
men
Thank you.
out there that buy lingerie for their wife or significant
2%
other.
of the TAM is men purchasing
Oh,
for
is it
women.
really?
Actually,
Okay.
actually, most of the men's market is purchased by women.
So for those men that do want,
Rory's in the 2%. Let's
yeah,
just put that.
I got it.
admit it, I am. Yeah. So if I go to the site, could I respond to those questions
So-
on behalf of my significant other?
So that's a good point. So we came up with the concept of the spice drawer. So she can go and add things to her spice drawer and then send the link to her partner.
Okay.
And then he can shop from there knowing it's the correct size and things that she likes, but then she
Smart.
still won't know exactly what she's gonna get.
Can I ask what the cost is of these? Because there's rose gold, there's
Let's talk
this, there's
money.
the details, and that gets very expensive.
She knows the
So-
Yeah.
business.
So everything's under $100. The price range is between $18 and $84. So a bra's about $48. Yeah, and I've been doing this for 30 years. So what happens when you do that, there's 36 components to a bra. So every little like ring, slider, gore lining, the cup stretch, the cup foam, the wings, there's like 4 different elastics usually. I've spent my entire life sourcing all of those things from all over the world. All of that experience and all of those little details is what makes the fit and the cost really, really great for the quality and what it is. And the fit's amazing. Like even last week, the models, they were like, oh my God, it's so comfortable. And I started crying because that was really the point of why we did it, because I don't want to wear, when I see like costume lingerie, it looks cheap and it looks like it's itchy and you can't wait to take it off. What about something that you can wear every day that has like, you know, what you want to express that day and that's part of your authentic self and like how you want to express yourself and goes with your outfit.
I'm actually interested in seeing this website because I want to know where I'm gonna, you know, rank
wants to
myself.
know
on
her
her
You're gonna
spice
land on
meter.
the spice meter?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Depends on
It's
the
an
day.
interesting
Spicy as
concept.
she wants to be that day.
Great. Well, excellent. Thanks.
Great job.
Thanks for
Thank
the
you so
presentation.
much. I thought it went really great. I felt like they had, you know, a really good understanding of Spice Rack and what it is that we're trying to do, and we're aligned with our vision of, you know, sharing our artist creativity and a really good lingerie fit with the world. It was really nice talking to them.
It was funny because I thought, sorry, Lace, that when she answered questions, that's when I wanted to do it best. When she started going into, I've done this for 30 years and there's 4 different sources for these 5 different things and the straps and the wings and I don't know any of it. And I'm sitting there going, this is an expert in her space.
Well, as someone who does know those things in women's, you know, intimacy, where I got nervous that her price point was going to be astronomical.
too.
So
Was
when
it-
she
was it
said that, I
astronomical or
like,
was it great?
Oh,
That's
so let me check
reasonable.
your
Yes,
website, girl.
reasonable.
That's what's interesting
Yeah.
about this line, because it's not meant to be just put it on and quickly take it off.
Right, no,
Right,
it's
it's
meant to
part
wear
of
all
your-
day.
it's an
Everyday
accessory.
wear.
Part of your
So
outfit.
it's not your typical lingerie.
But it's also an
Yeah.
accessory, I heard her say. It's not just your
It's the
typical
little
wear.
things you can show
the
off
cool
that
little
make a
way she
difference.
makes it so it's intentionally
Part of the
styled.
outfit. It's style.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Guest Titan Gigi is being joined by former NBA star Joe Wallace as we welcome Laura Ann Lamondo from FanGirl Fashionista.
The mission and the intention of FanGirl Fashionista is to serve the underserved market of women in sports. We realize that there's a lack of fashionable women's sports merchandise in the market. So we're bringing fashion to the stands. I really want female sports fans to rally around this and to understand that we're gonna make product that really looks good on them. Hi everybody, I'm Laura Ann Lamondo and I'm the founder and CEO of FanGirl Fashionista. With a long-term vision of helping redesign the world for women, we're starting with sports. And today, focused on women's sports merchandise. So at a Dodgers game a couple of seasons ago, or maybe it was last season, I was in a team shop looking for a women's top, only to find men's sizes and styles, and a little bit of unisex. After 25 years of building merchandise programs for global sports brands like the Olympics and World Cup, it was at that moment that I realized that women's merchandise doesn't have any fashionable style or any fitted shape to it, right? There's no fashionable women's sports merchandise. And it turns out I'm not alone. 84 million female sports fans in the US struggle to find styles they love. 60% do not buy merchandise because they don't like the styles that are out there, right? This leaves a huge gap and a $6 billion untapped market opportunity. FanGirl Fashionista is filling that gap with fashion. We create original designs based on current trends and sizes and styles that are fit for women's bodies. The intention also is to go from the stadium to dinner or wear your clothing with your favorite athlete, your favorite team on it when you're out socially, not just to wear at the game. 4 months post-launch, we landed a contract with the National Women's Soccer League Players Association.
Nice.
Yeah, so excited about that. It gives us rights to the names, numbers, image, likenesses, which is known as the NIL, as you guys know, of all the athletes in the league. We're launching a collection with 10 athletes, and those athletes include Trinity Rodman, Marta, and other, top superstars that we're going to be using their NIL on our original design in the market.
So is that agreement
It's
set
signed.
forth in your offering documents? Is it mentioned in there?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. In addition to the Women's Soccer League, we have the Players Association. We have traction with the Professional Tennis Players Association, the WNBA Players Association.
Nice.
College sports, World Cup 26, World Cup 27, and LA 28, of course, Olympics, right? With my experience in licensing, I have connections into all of these, so that's where we're starting. When we partner with female athletes players associations, the royalties that we make from sales go directly to the athletes to help close the pay gap in sports. Currently, the pay gap between male and females is 300% difference. The rookie from the NBA, who is a gentleman that got hired on the Spurs, was signed for $12 million a year. Caitlin Clark's salary was $75,000. So one of our missions is to help drive and close that gap. When investing in FanGirl Fashionista, it's not just about fashion, it's about a movement to change the women's sports merchandise market, to help close the pay gap in sports, and to revolutionize industries where women work and play with products that are specifically designed for them. So join us in filling that $6 billion gap and bringing fashion to the stands for female sports fans.
Loved
Thank you.
it. Gigi, what do you think?
I'm moved by it because I agree with the difficulty in finding that, designation for women.
Absolutely.
How do you plan to reach your target demographic when you raise the funds? Are you just using the athletes as your,
That's one of the ways,
Right.
Gigi. It's, if we have 10 athletes that we're going to market with, so if we can partner with a couple of them to, wear the product and get on their Instagram
Endorsements.
channels and talk about it. We plan to do a lot of pre-selling on social because in fashion, it takes a minute to get the product line to market. So during that time, if we're gonna have product to market in summer, we'll probably start ramping up with the funds on Instagram and social media to promote.
Can I ask, because I'm not sure about the Players Association too much, but how difficult would it be to become like the official?
Just money.
Just
They would love
Lots
to do,
of money.
They would love to do it.
Right, Jason?
This is a great place to start, but I would like to assist in raising the actual necessary capital.
Thank you.
With the right, because it's a huge gap, and to get to the 60 million people,
Yes.
you need to be in every stadium with those teams and have the right and appropriate licenses. The only thing I'm not sure of, and I love that you're doing, is NIL, because I think that's untapped.
We're starting with NIL.
Yeah, with the
Starting.
collectives.
We're not limited to that, right?
But yeah, you're nailing the business. I think the biggest issue to address to be super successful is raising enough capital.
Yeah,
Because it will work.
Which is how much money you're trying to raise?
about $500,000.
Yeah, that's not
You
gonna.
got to raise more than that.
How much money are you trying to raise?
About $500,000.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
You got to raise more than that.
But wait a minute. What about?
No, it's a good place to start.
No, yeah, no, it is. It's a good place to start, but I'm looking at it differently, and I'm not an expert in this business whatsoever. It looks to me like you could create designs for product and then license it to the guys that already have these big brands.
Absolutely could do that.
Right?
Absolutely.
Isn't that
Yeah,
the play?
specifically,
And then you don't need to
strategically.
raise that much money. And people getting in at this valuation at a $500,000 raise could really get a return. Am I looking at this wrong?
No.
No, it's a good,
Even
it's a good
with,
point.
you know, kind of the Walmart Target side of things.
Yes.
And what they're doing with their designers that they're bringing in, because they do kind of the pop-up designing, because it's seasonal as well. I think there's a great collab that could be done there.
Yep.
Much less expensive way to do that.
Yeah. I mean, the statistics right now show that female sports fans specifically are following female athletes more than they're following the team, right?
No doubt.
So there's lots of support behind the nil avenue that we're in.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That
so
makes sense.
that part of it is growing. So I'm really happy to be starting in the nil space. My licensing experience is not in the nil space, but
Nobody's is. Not for that part of it.
yeah, because it's a niche.
Joe, what do you think?
I like it.
Hi, Joe. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So real quick, Trinity, that's a good one. Rodman's a good one. That's
Isn't
a good
she?
one.
She's a rock
I like
star.
that.
Yeah.
Where I'm going with it is this, right? Is that someone like Trinity, if you could start the collaborations,
Yes.
would ensure that the athletes promote it more,
Yes.
right? If
Yes.
they knew they had some hand in designing it. So you might want to think about doing some collaborations with them
Yeah.
and letting them be part of the design process, especially some of the big ones, right?
Yeah.
I think that would help. And what's the price point? And where you're selling this on your site?
Yeah, on my site,
Okay.
we're going to have access to the team shops online and the team shops in the stadium. Right now, we are contracted with soccer, and then I'm in discussions with the Tennis Players Association also to get a license for them, for those players as well.
Great.
Yeah.
You're potentially speaking to millions and millions of people right now that are watching this. What is the last thing that you want to leave them with?
So I really want female sports fans to understand that this is for them. That this is a line that when they go to a team shop at a stadium, that they're going to be able to go in and pick up a t-shirt that actually fits and they can wear and they can love it, right? And it's going to be well priced. It's mass market, right? Our prices are probably going to be $100 down to $50 for each piece, depending on the price. And, you know, I want women to feel good with, they love their athlete, they love their team, and they can wear stuff that they can go everywhere with. And I also want people to know that we're starting with sports, but we're going into, in the future, our future of FanGirl is to help redesign the world for women. Like, no joke, we want to change the world.
Excellent.
So, thank you. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you, David. We're coming to market this summer, so your investment in us will help us get the product out there so we can start getting it into the stadiums and retail and online and where you all shop. So your support around that is really valuable to us.
The idea of licensing to the people that already have the appropriate sports teams, licenses, and athlete relationships and distribution in all the stadiums, that to me is just the fast track to success. Hopefully she, gives that some thought. What do you guys think?
I agree. I really love everything that she was representing up until this point, and I do also hope that she knows how to firmly take the next steps.
The investment's going to be smaller in something that's early like this, and it could really pan out. And Joe will know that because he's invested in tons of companies, right, Joe? And getting in early like this is a game changer, correct?
1,000%. You got to crawl before you walk, especially in this business. And I think she's got a good start. And she starts with women's soccer, kind of inches her way down and starts making some moves and sees some success there. Then she can branch off into these other sports.
Yeah, I like her. I wish her luck.